This spiritual force that is created happens on the inside of both a man or a woman and is what Taoists call building the immortal body, and in the West might be called a soul, spirit, or being reborn with a light body, similar to the rainbow body in Tibetan Buddhism. To help illustrate this concept, here's a brief excerpt from Taoist master Montauk Chia. So let's have a listen.
So when you do that way and you started to really mixing these two energy into one, right, and it started to form to another body, or we call, you inject a seed of the soul or the spirit into the immortal energy, the Jing energy. It gives life to another body. That means we grow the soul and the spirit.
Can you feel this happening inside you?
Yes.
What do you feel?
When you turn in your mind in, you feel another life within life.
You feel a life growing inside
within the life, yes. And you can feel them, you can actually aware of it, and it happens inside you.
So after you grow this body, then what happens after this expansion?
So we call, you transfer the consciousness, you transfer your awareness into it. So like a piece of wood, if you burn them, it turns to be heat.
Right.
But it disappears.
Right.
Okay. Now, physically, we cannot do anything. But when you turn it into chi, it can transform. And you can take that.
You take the chi.
You can take it. Like if you turn, your heart is physically, but when you turn your heart to a pure love, it becomes another energy. But the energy, if you don't do anything, it disperses. But if you have a container, you put it in, it stays. So that's why you need to build a body first. And when you have love, joy, happy, whatever you have, you want to store them, you can put in the body.
And then, of course, you have to have the emotional connection there.
Right.
But once you have this immortal body, let's say it grows, then what do we do with this human experience?
The whole thing is that we call the immortal body. You transfer whatever the physical thing to another body, and when you want to leave the world, you take whatever you transfer and left.
You leave with your body. You transform the body into light.
Another body.
Right.
And your consciousness also go into that body.
Right.
So that body is not dying, but this body are dying.
Right.
So you have to change the dying one into the one not dying, and you can take it out. So oftentimes in the Tao Master, when they practice to a level, when they left the world, sometimes the body shrink down half of it because they take out a lot of things. That's the same thing like Jesus practiced, where after he died for 3 days, his body dissolved and disappeared.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how long does it take to build the immortal body? Like someone who's been practicing?
Actually, 3 years. You do in the first 3 years. You started to prepare it, and when you get pregnant, we don't know when.
You get pregnant with your own immortal seed.
Nobody knows when.
Yes.
But when you keep on doing that, one day you get pregnant. Okay.
Are you pregnant?
A man pregnant sometimes not very good, huh? Okay. Now, when you get pregnant, you need to feed them or nurture them 3 years.
The Taoist masters were able to do this and then leave with their immortal body.
Right.
So this is the ultimate practice of cultivating the sexual energy.
Right.
I see. So how do you ever ejaculate though? I mean,
yeah. Sometimes. That means I have children, but that is where ejaculation. But if not, I'm not ejaculation.
You're not just for the children.
To put it in the simplest terms, the ancient Eastern and Eurasian philosophies are concerned with the development and survival of the soul, the consciousness, and nourishing the spiritual or light body that allegedly survives the death of the physical body. It's no secret that many monks consume certain items with psychoactive properties, which, when consumed, some claim can aid in the internal alchemical process. That said, the true heart of sacred internal alchemy, the guarded secret techniques as practiced by pharaohs, emperors, alchemists, philosophers, and monks, has to do with the uniting of the male and female principles in a certain controlled way, which takes discipline and practice, and from this union, creating a third force.